Hello everyone! This is Ninja Girl Sakura here, and it is finally time to review a new episode of Yashahime Princess Half Demon! After the 1 week break we had, because everyone deserves a week off for New Year's, right? But yes, we are finally back. This past Saturday we got episode 14, the one behind the forest fire. Which, right off the bat, decent episode. Pretty good, and we got some interesting plot stuff in there too. But I think next week's episode is going to be even more interesting, but I'll get into that later. But yes, this episode begins with a young lady who we find out is named Tamano, running in the snow, seemingly away from something or someone. And she runs into Riku, who, if you remember, is the one who has been hiring Jubei and moroha, and in turn the girls. So yes. And he comes to Tamano's rescue and takes her to Jubei's. Yes. And that is when we see the girls and that Jubei has once again called upon them. And they kind of need this to go well because they haven't been bringing in the bounties. Obviously, because every villain they've been facing, they've been destroying or burning alive or something along those lines. So yeah, they really kind of need this to go well, or at least Moroha does. So yes. But when they get to Jubei's hut, his little tent or whatever, Moroha is actually surprised to see somebody as beautiful as Tamano in there. But that's when Jubei pops up and says, hey, this is our client. Get in here. So yeah. But when the girls go in, they also see Riku is still there with her. And that, of course, leads Towa and him to say something to each other and recognize each other again, obviously. So yeah, but that's when they can finally get into the details and explain Tamano's situation. So, Tamano lived with her grandparents in a village at the bottom of a mountain. She was just living her life, helping her family, protecting her land with her grandparents, you know. The things you would do in that day and age. Yeah. But as she started getting older, the men of the village started taking notice of her and how beautiful she was. So she kept getting proposals, like, daily. She rejected every single one, because that didn't really matter to her. She wanted to help her family and stay with her family. Right? Which I believe is a little nod to the tale of the bamboo cutter. I think that's exactly what was happening with Kaguya in the story, but I don't remember for sure. I would have to look into it. But I swear that's what was going on in that story. At least part of it. But don't take my word for it. I'd have to look into it. But yes, like I was saying though, she rejected every proposal, stayed with her grandparents, until one night, Tamano was kidnapped by a demon named Homura. He took her up the mountain, through the snow, and into his domain, which looks exactly like spring. It's beautiful on the inside of his castle area, but outside is filled with snow. So yes. And at first he treated her well. He was actually quite nice to her. But soon, Homura started letting his jealous side show, and anyone who even looked at Tamano was instantly burned because he has power over fire. So, yeah. And it bothered Tamano. She did not like this happening. She thought it was cruel. She thought it was unnecessary. But, yeah. When she tried to confront Homura about it, he was like, this is your fault too. And he decided to lock her up so that only he could be witness to her beauty. And yeah, you get the idea. Which of course the girls think is stupid and ridiculous. But that's what prompted Tamano to escape and seek help. So yeah. And of course the girls accept the job and start making their way up the mountain. Through the snow, which they're freezing. But yeah. They eventually do reach it. And, of course, the twins, they want to think of a solid, safe way to get in there and confront Homura. Moroha, though, she goes in, guns blazing, basically, and is ready to just go in and fight. And, unfortunately, he does blow her away with his firepower. And, yeah. Again, I really wish they wouldn't do that. But it's kind of okay. They kind of make up for it in a sense later in the episode. I'll get to that in a sec. But yes. with Moroha thrown out the door, the entrance to where he lives. She's out in the snow. Thankfully, she does have the robe of the fire rat, but yes, the poor thing is out in the snow, leaving the twins to fight him. And he recognizes Towa and Setsuna as the twins he was hired to kill, basically, when he was hired to burn down the fire, hence the name of the episode. So yes. And we do see the flashback, and what's interesting is Sesshomaru was there. So he knew this was going to happen, the whole forest fire. He knew it was going to happen. So, why Sesshomaru allowed this? I have no idea. But he did. And that is when we see Towa, when she sees that Hamura is the one who separated her and Setsuna. That's when we see her get really fired up. And she goes in really pissed off, basically, trying to get him. And so does Setsuna, but they don't get him right away. Thankfully, this is what redeems Moroha getting kind of blasted away. Moroha comes back, and yeah, again, says, haha, I have my robe of the fire rat, she can't get me, blah blah blah. Uses her Crimson Dragon Wave. The girls all team up. And then we see Tamano with Riku arrive on Takachiyo. Earlier in the episode, she did try to sneak off. But yes, she arrives with Riku on Takachiyo and basically breaks up with Hamura. Finally, she stands up to him, and yeah. Of course, Riku is egging on Hamura by, like, looking at her, touching Tamano, which makes him jealous. And eventually, all of this anger and jealousy leads Hamura to basically burn himself alive. Which kind of makes Towa upset because she was hoping to get revenge, you know? But yeah, so he burns up. Thankfully, Tamano is now safe. She can just go home. But yeah. And the girls at least now know who started the fire that separated them. And even Setsuna does worry about Towa though. So she asks if she's alright, and she says, yeah, I'm okay. It's fine, I'll be alright. Basically. And of course, they don't get a bounty. But yeah. So, that was the episode. Again, pretty good. And now we know who started the fire, and that Sesshomaru knew about it. I don't know, again, why he would have allowed this. It could be part of the rite of courage and cowardice we heard about. I have no idea. But hopefully we find out very soon. I hope. But yeah, that is my overall thoughts. Good episode. Interesting stuff. But yeah, now it's time to talk about the next episode, which looks like it's going to be even more interesting. So, episode 15. Inuyasha and Kagome are coming back again. Yay! Now, I'm hoping also that this isn't a little bait and switch, kind of like episode 8 was. Because while they were there, it was so brief. It was like 2 seconds. I still loved it. And it was adorable seeing Kagome be a mom to Moroha. But I want more. And damn it, I want to know what happened to them. That's the main thing. I want to know what happened. And we might be getting some insight next episode from the screenshots the Twitter released, the episode preview. Yeah, it looks that way, but we will see. And I am wondering if Inuyasha's Black Pearl that led to Toga's grave, where he got Tetsaiga, I'm wondering if that has anything to do with it. Because we do see in the preview that his eye gets gouged out again, kind of like what happened when Sesshomaru did it back in the early days, you know? So, maybe they need that Black Pearl. Maybe that's why they were attacking Inuyasha and Kagome. And why they sent Moroha away. Right now, that's my best guess. I'm guessing Kiramaru, obviously he wants the pearls. Why Sesshomaru would be involved, I don't know yet. Maybe it involves saving Rin, who we also see in the episode preview, by the way. And she looks amazing grown up. But yes, I'm wondering if that could be the case, that obviously Kiramaru wanted it for power. Maybe Sesshomaru wanted the pearls for Rin, so they teamed up. And Inuyasha, being a half-demon, has a black pearl. I'm not sure if he still has it, though, after getting Tetsaiga. I'm gonna assume yes, maybe? Possibly, I don't know. Either way, they attack him probably to get that from him. And because of that, is why they send Moroha away for her own safety. That's my best guess. That's why we saw what we did already. And why they were panicking, and yeah. Why Sesshomaru might have teamed up with Kate and Maru in the first place. But we're not going to know until we get full insight. Next episode, or by the end of the season. Hopefully. I swear to God, I want to know. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I really am, because it looks like it's going to be good. But we gotta wait and see. Let's not hold our breath. But yeah, I think that will do it for this video, though. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, share it around if you want. If you want to follow me on Twitter, or support the channel on Patreon, both links will be in the description below. I talk about Inuyasha sometimes on Twitter and stuff. I mostly talk about Kingdom Hearts, but Inuyasha sometimes too, because I do adore the series so much. But yeah, other than that though, I will see you guys next week for episode 15. Please be good. And Inuyasha and Kagome, please be alive. Please. I'm so scared something bad happened to them. Please, just let them be alive so they can see their daughter again. But yes. Till next time. See you later.